All right, back again, Brother Rakar, with another lesson, okay? Through the spirit and power of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai, which first and foremost I want to give all praises, glory, and honor to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai by Hashem Rakar Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone who rule well. Greetings and salutations to you brothers on the highways and hedges, bringing this word with all sincerity. Shalom to you, Aqua, for an order, you Israelites who look like these other nations, and shalom to all you sincere listeners. Describing the names of the Most High as Yahweh, which is the correct name that has been given to us in these last days, despite what any camp or camp leader would tell you, that is the correct name. Okay? Yahweh Shai, you come in the name of Yahweh Shai, which is his son, which the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. Okay? And this is we're in the times of the beginnings of tribulations. We're in times of where men will despise leadership, despise governance. We're in this anybody can be somebody stage, okay? So through the internet anybody can get on it, and if they got a good enough spiel, they can actually be somebody without really having anything to contribute to society at large. And this is the time we're living in. If you got some clever talk, if you got some if you act like really crazy and things like that, people will actually hearken unto you because it's the entertainment factor that you come with. You might have things that they the spectacle of it that they would like to see is always there. So you've got a lot of things that captivate people visually and captivate their minds, because their minds aren't really thinking on a spiritual level, but they're thinking on a carnal level continually. And this is what makes men. This is one of the factors that make men despise rulership. Despise rulership and correction. Okay, so if a man despises correction within his mind, he can really just go and do his own thing, especially if there's a bag at the end of it. So, I'm looking at these camps as well. These camps that, you get bigger camps out. You get camps out there like the guys in purple, IUIC. They've been corrected multiple times, and they've never adhered to the correction, which is actually sound doctrine. So you think to yourself after this, after a multitude of times telling them what is right and what is wrong, why won't you listen? Why won't you hearken unto the words that have been said to you? Because and the reason for that is these people are not spiritual. Okay? They are not spiritual. And they despise having to be told anything, because they are law unto themselves. Even if you look at Sakari, they left because they were told something. They were disciplined within the spirit, and they couldn't handle that. So they went to form their own things. And when they formed their own things, they were then answering to nobody. So with answering to nobody, they waxed worse and worse. You see what I'm saying? They waxed worse and worse. So this is what you got to understand, that people don't get any better. They don't have epiphanies unless the Most High gives it to them. But usually they don't have Salakia. usually they don't have epiphanies where they'll say, oh, actually, because the Most High has cut them off from receiving this truth. And that is the reason why they hate governance, okay? That is the reason why they hate governance. And they will continue. They will continue because in their mind, they have that truth. They have that you know, like these guys who broke off in London. That new wine rarely came with the new wine. You know what I mean? It's all because of reproof. Nobody, and that happened with the, I think, New Moon stuff. They couldn't take it. They couldn't humble down under rulership. And you see throughout everything, every aspect of life, you have to come under rulership. All right? You have to come under some sort of rulership. And that's how you continue as a body. Otherwise, every aspect of the body is a ruler to that body. How's that body gonna navigate? Because now everything is doing the job of governing. You know? Everything is governing. So how is the body gonna actually be governed? Because if everyone is a ruler, then there are no rulers. The Most High has set it up because you must remember that the heavenly power is a power of war. So it has like a rank system. Even when you looked at the armies of David, there was a ranking system. The mighty man, a captain over this much, and then a captain over that much. Same thing with the angels. Same thing. Not everybody can be on the level of the apostles and elders of GMS. Okay? And you just have to be faithful in this thing. You know what I mean? And play your role. Everything has a mechanism in which you work towards. So play your role within this truth. And don't try to excel yourself. Don't try to, be diligent in your work. But don't come to the point where you want to be the guy and you haven't even been prescribed that office, that seat. You see what I'm saying? Now you want to, and what happens when you despise rulership? You don't get sound knowledge. You start off well, and then you don't want the books of Paul. You want to. It's just bug out. The road to bug outness is at the end of that. Okay. And when you look at all these men who have dropped out from Great Millstone, there's nothing good. There's nothing good at the end of that. Talking about Avengers, talking about even these dagger men, talking about this new wine. There's nothing good at the end of that. It's always, it's always, because really and truly they worried more about how they look, the visual, especially those dagger men. That's why they got those big time rifles on the street. It's more about how you're perceived than what you are actually bringing forth. You understand? So, I'll read Matthew chapter 25, and I'll start at 20. And so he that had received 5 talents came and brought other 5 talents, saying, Lord, thou deliverest unto me 5 talents. Behold, I have gained beside them 5 talents more. His Lord said unto him, Well done, thou good and faithful servant. So that's what we're trying to be, that good and faithful servant unto Yahweh Shai. So how can we be good and faithful if we disregard the rulership that he has put over us? Can you be good and faithful? Okay, say you're going into the army, and the corporals and sergeants start to tell you what to do, and then you start to tell them, actually, I know better about this military thing than you know about it, so I'm gonna do my thing, in this way. And matter of fact, you army veterans, you are wrong in many aspects, and I'll show you how it's done now. Can that ever work? Will that ever work? And now when the commanding officer comes and wants to know from you what you've learned within this military career that you've had, and you said, yeah, I had to disembark from those people you put over me because I knew more than them. I knew the truth. I went and I learned at the feet of Divine Prospect and the Egyptology community, as well as the Pan-Africanists. And so now I've come with a new and improved doctrine. And can't you see my Yasha Allah award, that I got from these Pan-Africanist dudes? What do you think the commanding officer will say when he finds you in that state, all bugged out, and he's seen that you've all type of training manuals that he had for you to learn from, you've disregarded those, What do you think your case will be at the end of that, Yeah. His Lord said unto him, well done, thou good and faithful servant. Thou hast been faithful over a few things. I will make thee ruler over many things. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. Enter thou into the joy of the Lord. And this is the labor that we're pushing, but there is coming joy after. You know what's also coming? Thermonuclear destruction. To burn up those, because people will be saying, Lord, Lord, haven't I cast out demons? Haven't I done this in your name and that in your name? And the Most High, and Yahweh Shai will say, depart from me, ye workers of iniquity, I never knew thee. Roughly paraphrasing. You understand? He will deny them when they come. Because why? They have denied the building blocks in which he has set out under the hand of his chosen men, which are the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone, without a shadow of a doubt. If you're spiritual, you can see it. If you're not, well, then you're not. Okay? But this is what I'm saying. The correction, reproof, rulership, these are all things in this thing of ours that we're going to adhere to in order to get to the next level of where we're looking for. And that next level is salvation, ultimately. We're doing this for Yahweh Shai, HaMashiach, and ultimately for our heavenly power, Yahweh. And we have to go through Yahweh Shai in order to get with him. Okay? Yeah. I'm going to go for Proverbs chapter 3 and 11. Bear with me a sec, let me get it. Proverbs chapter 3 and 11. Yeah, and it says, my son, despise not the chastening of Yahweh, neither be weary of his correction. And who does the correction comes through life, but the correction also comes through them who is put over you. For whom Yahweh loveth, he corrected, even as a father the son in whom he delighteth. Yeah. So he corrects as a father. And if he's had men over you, because even in the house, the Levitical order, there was men over men. Not everybody was the same. You understand? Prophets had scribes. Prophets had servants who later became prophets, learning at the feet of those that the Most High had put over them. You understand? Like, hence, Elijah, Elisha. You know what I mean? Elisha was the understudy of Elijah. And that's how it goes throughout the scriptures. Okay? Not everybody's on the same level. And don't exalt yourself to try and be over that level just because you hate correction. Okay? I'm gonna read one more. Hopefully, I can get two more in. But if I can't, one more is good. Yeah, and it says Proverbs chapter 12 and verse 1, and it says, "Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish." A good man obtaineth favor of Yahweh, but a man of wicked devices will he condemn. Yeah, and it's brutish to carry assault rifles in the street and act. It's brutish. Yeah, you're becoming a brute. Whoso loveth instruction loveth knowledge, but he that hateth reproof is brutish. And why are you brutish? Because you're really saying, I'm going to do me. I'm going to do my own thing. It's really an Israelite YOLO thing. You only live once, so I'm going to do what the hell I want to do. And these are men that don't adhere to reproof. They don't adhere to wise counsel. They don't adhere to the ones that have been placed over them in order for them to get the teachings. And because it's a slippery slope. Once you go down that road, I know these things. The Most High has given it to me and has given it to nobody else, I got this epiphany. No, man. You got to learn like everybody else. You got to come through this thing, okay? The one you reject, Paul, he was uploaded in an instant. 3 days it took and then he could see again on the road to Damascus. He was uploaded. That upload took 3 days. You understand? The Most High showed him what he needed to show him. You have to come through teachers, but you reject Paul, though. Hey, man. Hey, these guys, man. I'm gonna try to get one more, and that's First Timothy. If I can get it, I've only got certain amount of minutes on this thing. First Timothy 5 and is it 15? Let the elders that rule well. First Timothy 5 and 17, and it says, "Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine." Who is that explaining? Who is that showing? I'll say it again. Let the elders that rule well be counted worthy of double honor, especially they who labor in the word and doctrine. Okay? I remember the chief of the Dagger men saying, F. Aria, in the time of the man's death. I remember that. Can that be excused in any way? Is that not brutish, like what we read before in Proverbs? Is that not brutish? Beware of these brutish men. Beware of these men that are not wise as serpents and harmless as doves, because these men are not scriptural. They are not spiritual. They are different to that. They are different to what has been set out by the Heavenly Father through his teachers that he has given us. Okay? They are not fit for the sanctuary which they found themselves in. They wanted to go further afield. They couldn't drink the wine of the fine vineyard. They had to take Mad Dog 2020 and get brutish. Okay? With that, I hope you found the lesson edifying. Shalom to the hopefully elect. Shalom.